Hey guys, welcome to my first live stream here. I have chosen Sonic Generations, and I'm kind of really just testing out my hardware tonight, being that this is my first live stream. If you guys have watched any of my other videos, they're all pre-recorded, so it's my first time actually, getting gameplay, audio, all that set up. So I hope everything sounds good for anyone who wants to join tonight. But we're gonna play some Sonic Generations. I've got this casino night already pulled up, so we'll see if anyone wants to join. Settings are kind of weird. I'm doing a Steam version of this game with the Xbox One controller. And there's probably some button mapping that needs to be done to get this game to play the way it would have on the consoles. Because like to pause the game, I gotta press the left joystick in, and my start and select button are my flippers, so kind of strange mapping by default. This is kind of a cool game though, because it pays homage to the original characters, the retro look of Sonic, but then also gives you some of the gameplay and mechanics of the newer Sonic games. I used to play Sonic the Hedgehog pinball back on my Sega Genesis. It was called Sonic Spinball. So this is kind of cool. But if anyone joins and you guys can hear me, if you guys have any audio issues, like the game isn't loud enough or you can't hear me loud enough, let me know so I can do some adjustments on that. But I did get my PS5 today, and I've already played a little bit of Call of Duty, and it's a lot of fun. The graphics are really good, and I like it a lot. I'm looking forward to playing Spider-Man. I should be getting that on Tuesday or Wednesday of this week. And I also ordered a capture card and ordered a media PC. So I'm not going to be using my primary PC for this game live streams. I'm going to actually use a separate PC for that purpose, and that way we can do PS5, we can do PS3, Wii U, pretty much all my game systems, and kind of fill in the spaces in between my chillin' chats, because I have those every week or two on the weekends usually, and then there's nothing in between, so kind of fill in a little bit of content for the channel with some live streaming of just retro games and even maybe some modern games. A little bit of a mix, or whatever everyone else is wanting to see, or comment and let me know what games you guys want to see. This is kind of a cool pinball game though. I bought this Sonic Generations on Steam through cdkeys.com. If you guys ever go to that website, they have games for next to nothing. I think I bought Sonic Generations for $2 or $3 a couple years ago. I'm always looking for the deals, so I just noticed today that I got community posts on my YouTube channel. I thought that didn't come until you had 500 subscribers, but I've been seeing a lot of other channels lately doing community posts with, a few hundred subscribers, or I even saw one guy that I'm subscribed to who has 25, and he's doing community posts. So I guess they've kind of opened that up to all the channels, which I think is really cool, because I'm really good with the deals. I know how to find those. I know how to shop for them, and I can share those instantly, even if I'm at work or I'm at out doing something. I can just pop on real quick, do a community post, let you guys know, hey, this deal's out there before it's too late. Before, I was having to actually make an entire video whenever I needed to do what I'm doing, what's called a red alert update, which is like a red alert deal on an arcade 1-up or some other type of arcade out there. Or maybe now I can do retro games or PS5 games, and just anytime I see like an incredible deal, let you guys know about it. I know 19K Fox does that a lot. He's got regular updates, community posts on his channel with incredible deals. So if I see something he hasn't posted that yet, I'll post mine. Kind of all work together to save money. But this is a cool pinball. I mean, you could literally play just this Sonic pinball and never play the actual Sonic game. Like, I like the graphics on the sides. I like the Vegas style. And man, this would be kind of cool to play on a arcade 1-up. I know they're doing a Sonic themed arcade 1-up cabinet. Maybe they can get the license for Sonic pinball games and do a Sonic themed pinball machine in the future. That would be really cool. Because this just fits the virtual pinball very well, I think. I'm using on my microphone tonight a kind of like this foam that it came with, and I noticed it kind of muffles the sound a little bit, but it also doesn't get those pops and crackles whenever I say P's or T's in real loud. So you guys let me know, do I sound loud enough, or should I just take it off, and that way I'm clear, but maybe it's not gonna be the best quality. So you guys let me know. So I've been thinking a little bit lately, with all the, I guess you could say, disappointment with Arcade 1-up lately, and how they've handled the release of Blitz and Marvel vs. Capcom 2. It's probably going to open the door for At Games and iArcade to really get a grasp in the market, and that could then create more customers for them with everything that's going on. So I'm probably going to start covering more At Games and iArcade content in the future here, as well as branching out to consoles. So whether that be the Steam games or my PlayStation 5. I've also got other consoles as well that I want to be playing as well. PlayStation 3, PlayStation Classic, and I've got pretty much all the PlayStation 1 games on my PlayStation Classic, so that'll be a good one to stream. And then we can do Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Wii U, Nintendo Wii, and that's probably it for consoles for me right now. And then Xbox One. So I've got a pretty large library of Xbox One games. And then I have 3DS. I have, those, but I'm not sure if my capture card, I can make that work. So might be limited on the 3DS titles that I have. But let's try and get out of this menu here. Or get to the menu and get out of this pinball. I want to actually play some Sonic now. And let's see here on the live stream. We're at 11 minutes. So 11 minutes into my very first live stream. Don't have anyone else in the chat yet. And the way my setup is, I'm not able to see who's in the live stream. So if there's someone in here, I wouldn't even know it. But if you guys were to chat and tell me you guys are here, I would know. And that's going to be my next thing, is how do I respond? I know I can respond through microphone, but if I need to chat with you guys and respond through the chat, it's going to pause the game, I've noticed. So those are just some little things I'm going to have to work out being new to this live stream. I feel like my chill and chat, though, and those episodes have gone really well. I'm 8 episodes in, and getting a really good response. So hopefully the live streams go well too. I think also with live streaming, you have to start somewhere. Like I said in my very first episode on this channel, you have to start somewhere. And that's what I'm doing with this live stream this evening. So you guys, you notice anything I can improve, you guys let me know, because I'll definitely do that. And I'm doing a little drink tonight, doing just some Jim Beam with some Coke Zero. I don't really drink that often, but on the weekend I will. And I go in late during the week. I work 10 to 7 Arizona time, so I typically will be doing any gameplay or live streams or any content that I work on late in the evening for the most part, or on the weekends, which will be good because I noticed the other content creators in this arcade one up and at home arcade category or group of people. You will notice that most of their live streams are done at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. So I think P-Dubs probably runs the latest because he's here on the same time zone. And then She-Lion, she's West Coast, so she'll probably run later as well. But I'm going to hopefully be in, competition with them for... a time slot before or after or late in the evenings to do these types of things. I really enjoyed the Sonic movies. I think so. With Sonic the Hedgehog, he had first year out. Sonic 1 had a really good, first probably 5 to 10 years on the Sega Genesis, Sega CD, a little bit on the Sega Saturn, Dreamcast. But then, as I would call the more modern systems like PlayStation 2, 3, 4, and up, the games just didn't fit those systems very well. And Sonic kind of just fell off and kind of got forgotten. But then the movies came out, and for me, the Sonic movies brought me back to Sonic, and now I play these games again with new interest and just new enthusiasm after seeing those movies. And I'm really looking forward to the new Sonic Frontiers game that's about to come out on PS5. It is games are expensive now. They're $70 games, so I'm gonna definitely wait for the reviews. But man, if it gets a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10, I'll probably have to get it, even if it is expensive, just because there hasn't been a really good Sonic game in a long time. So I'm trying to figure this out, guys. All right. So the buttons, so that's something I need to explain too. So what it's showing is an X on there, but I'm playing with a Xbox One controller. So my X is not an X. So it doesn't match up. I have these buttons, like I said, I need to map them probably better or learn what these buttons are. Either that or maybe my Bluetooth on this controller. I'm not sure what's causing that issue there. Yeah, I think it's my controller. So I think I have a USB, and I'll just go straight USB with this controller. That should fix that. So I'm plugging my Xbox One controller in via USB now. And that didn't do very good. That actually, I lost control when I did that. So I will go back here to close out the game for just a second here, guys. Sorry about that. Technical issues, of course, on the first live stream. So I plugged in my Xbox One controller via USB, pulling the game back up here. I'd like to get my controls back. Doesn't even look like I have them. So I'm gonna have to restart the game, guys. Sorry about that. But you know, I've watched the other people here in the community, and they do these live streams, these gameplays, and everyone runs into little technical issues like this, and you just got to work through them. So that's what I'm doing here. Is I'm just reloading the game. And hopefully that'll bring that all back up here on the live stream. Yep, there it is. So let's see here. Via USB, I'm good now. So we shouldn't run into those pausing issues anymore. I noticed when I use my Xbox One controller via Bluetooth with my gaming PC, which has Bluetooth, some of the Steam games have disconnection issues where it'll do that, where it'll pause like that. And it's just certain games. And I think that is just because, you know, these gaming PCs aren't really meant for these Xbox One controllers, or they never were originally. So you can't expect them to work 100%. But I fixed the issue. I'm sitting here on my desk. So I don't mind having a wired controller, really, as long as it works good. So let's try that again, guys. And I'm going to try maybe turning up the volume a little more here on the game. If someone joins, you guys let me know in the chat. And I can use you guys as you know, to test my audio and things like that. But I hope everybody had a good weekend. You know, with the Black Friday right around the corner here, it's really cool because there's so many deals. And I've noticed a lot of the retailers out there like Best Buy, and then some of the others are already doing their Black Friday deals now on certain products. I mean, I don't know if these are going to be better than what we would get on Black Friday, but they're definitely running some good deals. Like I told you guys, I bought a capture card. I got that on eBay, brand new, through a reputable seller there, and paid $53 for it. But if I had bought it at Best Buy, it would have cost me $100. It's P&Y brand, so it's a good brand, trustworthy name. $100 capture card, got it for $53 with tax through eBay. So they're running like crazy deals right now on stuff. And then I also purchased some other things. I purchased PS5 games recently. And then I also purchased some new... I'll tell you here in just a moment. My drink here is leaking a little, so I'm going to get a paper towel. One moment. Alright, sorry about that, guys. But yeah, so I'm using like a paper cup, and I didn't have a coaster. And I was like, I'll be alright. I don't need a coaster. And then it's just leaking all over like this wood. So, paper towel now will take care of that. But, so I also got a media PC so I can do some of the streaming. Because right now I'm using my gaming PC for this live stream tonight with this game because it's a Steam game. So it really works well with this computer for this purpose, right? But I'm going to be doing now PS5 live streams. And then I'm also going to be doing, other systems that I have as well. These other ones, PlayStation Classic, PlayStation 3, Xbox One, Wii U, all these systems. And I don't want to tie up my gaming PC for that purpose. So I purchased a media PC just for that purpose, right? And I'm also going to be doing that on my TV in my little area I have set up in my bedroom next, where I have like just a gaming chair and my big screen TV, right? So I'll set this computer up in there, and I'll be doing my live streams in there, just using a webcam with that media PC. So I bought this for this PC for $176. So if you guys go to eBay this evening, and I found this on Slick Deals. If you guys use slickdeals.net, I think it is, it's on there this evening as well. But it's an Acer PC, i3 processor, but it's a modern i3 processor. Like a newer generation one, and it's got 8 gigs of RAM, and it's got a 256 SSD, and it's direct from Acer. So it's going to come through an Acer box instructions, 2-year warranty, $176, guys. So if you get on there, you're going to see it. It's going to say $199 for it, but there's a coupon. It's like a 15% off coupon or something like that. Whenever you add it to your cart, it's $176. So I'll be using that for these live streams, and I feel like that's an incredible deal on a little media PC if you're needing one of those. So if you guys join these live streams, not only will I share of course, the gameplay and the chat and the interaction with the chat when you guys start to join. Any deals and just things that are on my mind that I've been researching. If I don't cover them in a show or a chill-in chat, you'll see them on these, hopefully. And maybe even gather some inside information to get the deal that you want just by watching the live stream gameplay videos. Win-win. But these are pretty good graphics. A lot of the people here in the community are buying the Steam Decks now. That's probably really close to my next purchase, or maybe the one after that. But this game would run great on a Steam Deck, I feel. And, 26 minutes. I was planning on gonna do this live stream for who knows. I mean, it kind of depended on how well it went tonight, because this was my first one. As far as I know, I don't know if anyone's joined, which I really don't mind if anyone does or doesn't, because I'm really just kind of testing everything tonight anyways. And I'll probably delete this if something's wrong with it. But on my end, everything seems to be running great. I'm not having any hiccups on my end. And it's 10:41 Arizona time. I started 26 minutes ago. So I'll probably go to 11:15, and that'll be right at an hour. I feel like that'd be a good first live stream. And hopefully someone joins, and or at least joins the chat. Thought maybe some people on the West Coast might be around tonight. Like I know Zohar and She-Lion live on the West Coast in LA, I believe. P-Dubs and myself, we're here in Arizona, so we should be up late on a Sunday night. And something about me too, guys. So I've been following Arcade 1-Up for a couple years now. I've just been active, just watching YouTube, just being a fan, of all the shows, whether that be P-Dubs, K-Fox, Console Kits, Kongs R Us. That's, I was just a fan. I had a YouTube account, and I would log into my YouTube account and I would watch content, and it would be all kinds of content, but it would be primarily Arcade 1-Up because that was my passion. That's what I enjoyed. And it kind of all started with Cool Toy. I guess that was probably like my favorite channel to watch when Arcade 1-Up started. And it was just a fan, and it wasn't until just a couple of months ago that I decided I wanted to start a channel. I remember Cool Toy telling me in a chat, it was a couple years ago, he had said, I'd mentioned something about wanting to start my own channel, and he said, you should do it. He's like, he goes, anyone who wants to start a channel should do it. You shouldn't even think twice about it. It's not even that difficult. And it's fun, and it makes gaming more enjoyable, and any passion or hobby you have more enjoyable. And I never did it, and just kind of followed other YouTube channels for a couple more years, but I've always had like the technical skills to do web design or do graphic design, or I work on computers. I do IT, so pretty much can figure out issues on the fly. And so I decided I'll just start my own channel. Now, the things that were new to me were video and audio. Those things I had no experience with at all. But it's pretty simple. I have just a phone I bought a year or two ago, which is a Motorola G. I don't even know what the one it is. It's like a. I'd have to tell you guys another time, but it's not the greatest of phones, and but it has a decent camera, and it can do 4K. The mic's not that great on it. I have some issues with being able to hook a mic up while doing 4K video on my phone, so I can't really utilize a good mic with it, so I have issues with that, but I'm making it work, and it works. And then I just bought just a 1080p webcam. I have an HP gaming computer. I got an HP webcam, and I think that helps having the brands matching too, because then the firmware and everything matches, so that's probably a good tip. And then on my mic, I just bought it's called a HyperX SoloCast, cheap mic you can buy on Amazon. And when I say cheap, I don't like to use that term because it's actually not a cheap mic. It's an inexpensive mic. You know, it cost me $30, but I wouldn't call something cheap just because it's inexpensive, because cheap indicates, you know, low quality, and I wouldn't consider this mic to be low quality. It just has little issues that you have to work through to get the sound that you want. And that, you know, I think with the more expensive mics, you have to do less of that tinkering. But you guys let me know how it sounds tonight, if it sounds muffled, because I feel like it does with this foam piece on the mic, but it also probably helps with the P's, and also when my mouth is close to the mic, probably muffles that a little better. But you know what's funny is, before the Sonic movies came out, I always thought of Dr. Robotnik as, you know, just the guy in the game. But now when I see Dr. Robotnik, I think of Jim Carrey. So it's just funny how that changes. A game from your childhood, how it can change like that. Now with the new Mario movie, it's all digital. There's no live action at all, so we won't have that issue with Mario. I watch I think it's Game Time or Game Talk on Thursdays, and I can't believe I can't remember the name of the title of the show because I watch it every Thursday. But he had asked me in a chat, Steven had asked me in a chat, what games or what characters do I not like that they change their look? Because he asked me, you know, what do you hate about or not like about games that they change, and it's not necessarily the game itself, but they make a change. And I had said Mario and Sonic, and I'd said Sonic because when they initially tried to make the Sonic movie, they initially wanted to make Sonic a like this character that looked nothing like the video game, and everyone was out, you know, on social media talking bad about the movie, like how they're not going to see it, and it was just a disgrace to Sonic. And they changed everything. They made him look original, and just like he does in the video game, and it was a huge success. And then, you know, I think in Mario too, if you look at the first Mario preview for that movie, everyone's already complaining about you know, the size of his butt. So we'll see if they change that or not. To me, that's not a huge issue. For me, I never really noticed that, the size of his butt. So it may look that way, but we'll see if they change it or not. But hey, look at this. Diego, how's it going, buddy? Thanks for joining the stream. Just doing a little Sonic Generations tonight here on my first live stream. But yeah, so but yeah, Sonic's a great game. Sonic's a great franchise. And I love that it's coming back strong. And the movies are back. The games are coming back. Maybe Frontiers will be a big hit and sell a lot of titles, or a lot of units for that title. And if they do, that would be a really good thing. And maybe we see another Sega console in the future. That's probably hopeful wishing, but you never know. Hello, Diego. Hey, if I sound good, let me know. Or if there's something I can do to improve the mic or the audio for the game, let me know. But I just completed this stage here, so I'm going to move on. So there's Knuckles. Hey, buddy. You found a red star ring. That's a big deal. You're a regular treasure hunter. So it looks like I have all these portals. Here's a key. This is a boss gate key. And if anyone in the live stream has played this and you guys want to see one of these levels, let me know and I'll make sure to include that one. I'm just kind of picking whatever ones I see right now. So I think the live stream's working pretty well. I got live chat going. We can see it on the screen so everyone can interact, and I can interact with you guys. The next thing I'm going to have to figure out is how do I chat with you guys without stopping the game. And I was thinking maybe I can get a separate laptop going for that, or maybe my phone. But just learning as I go on that. But I've noticed some of the guys I watch out there in the community are doing some of these gameplay videos as well. Like P-Dubs, I love watching his channel. He's been doing some PS5 golf, some of that 2K23 golf. And I've noticed, Cool Toy will pop in every once in a while and do some gameplay. And of course, Michael B, Game Genie, he's always doing gameplay, but he normally does. I noticed pinball when he does do his. And then I'm not sure if She-Line has done any gameplay live streams like this or not, but those would be interesting and fun to watch, I think. I mean, shoot, everyone in the community can do these. All you need is a computer, a capture card, and a webcam, and microphone of any kind, and you're set. There was a guy I used to watch out there a lot back when the PlayStation Classic first came out. So I got into Nostalgia's channel long time ago, back before Arcade 1-Up started, because he used to do PlayStation Classic videos and modding videos for those. And there was another guy out there I used to watch a lot. And his channel is called Peyton Plays, and Patton Plays. And he does retro gaming live streams like what I'm doing right now, and he does like old games though. I'm talking like NES, SNES, Genesis. He even does like the original Game Boy games, and So, but my point on that is I quit kind of watching him over the last couple years because I was so into Arcade 1-Up. But I kind of resubscribed to his channel. So if you guys watch mine and you go to my channels that I'm subscribed to, you guys will see I'm subscribed to him. Again, I resubscribed to him today. And I'm going to start doing his kind of format every once in a while, which is this, where I'm just playing a game and doing a live stream, and I'll interact with everyone in the chat. And we'll also do votes on games that we want to see and play. And it'll be a lot of fun. I mean, I know he has a lot of fun doing it, and he's got a really large channel. Man, I am having a hard time with this part. But I think I just need to do this. No. I think what it is, there we go. Got it. It's pretty cool though. I mean, this game came out on the PlayStation 3, I believe. And the Xbox 360. It's amazing how good the graphics look for some of these games that came out so long ago. I think this game came out in like 2012. 2012. 10 years ago. And you could easily play this game today. I mean, they would definitely have to improve some of the graphics today, but the actual core mechanics, this game would sell no problem with the Sonic fans out there, all the ones especially that they've gained since the movies came out. I could definitely see myself though getting a Steam Deck and playing this game on that. Because if you're out, I don't really play a lot of games outside my home, like on the go. But if I did, this would be a good one. If I do play, what's funny is I have the Switch Lite and I have the original Switch. And the original Switch, I'll normally just play docked. The Switch Lite, I do like to play mobile. I like the lighter frame of it and the size of it for, mobile gameplay. The only things I don't like about doing it that way is I don't want to mess it up. Honestly, I don't want to screw it up. I collect all my previous portables, so like my Game Boy, and then DS Lite, stuff like that, and Wii U, and other little portables, DS Lite, and I don't want to mess them up. So what I normally do when I'm on the go, and it works very well, is I use my cell phone. And I just emulate my games. So I'll emulate, and what works really well on my phone are PSP games. So I'll emulate PSP games, and I got that Razer Kishi controller. And man, that Razer Kishi, it feels so good. Like, it feels like an Xbox One controller, like the joysticks and the buttons. It's very high quality. And for my phone, it fits perfectly. So I just carry that around. And whenever I'm like getting an oil change, or I'm waiting somewhere in a lobby, or hopefully I'll have that in my car with me, and I'll just pop that on my phone. And I'll my favorite game lately to bust out and play on the go is Marvel vs. Capcom 2. using Redream emulator, and it runs really good on my phone. And I'm telling you guys, for those that have gone out there and bought that MVC2 cabinet without online, you could have done what I was doing and just emulate it on your phone and just kind of get your fix, you know, your MVC2 fix by playing it that way, I guess, for a little while. I just hate to see Arcade 1UP get rewarded for what they've done. I feel like if people didn't buy or they return those cabinets, they may be more pressured to fix things quicker, or, you know, treat our community better, or customers better. So, but I think 19K Fox made mention this evening in his show that those companies, it's not just Arcade 1UP, you know, Sony, Xbox, or Microsoft. These companies release things like this that are not ready all the time. But if you're a large company and you have a huge amount of backing by, you know, law firms and, you know, money to spend on that kind of stuff, then you're not going to worry about it. You're going to just release and get away with whatever you can. But a company like Arcade 1UP, they cannot do that. They're a small company. They're still growing. They're still new. They're still trying to make it, you know, as a company. They still haven't gotten to that point yet. So, you know, that takes at least 10 years, if not longer, to do. So they're still in the first 5 years. They really need to do whatever they can, invest whatever it takes to make sure everyone's happy, and that not just that they're happy, but their products that they're purchasing are you know, what you say they are, and no one will have a problem, and you'll grow and you'll do well. But it's kind of unfortunate, everything that's been going on the last week with that. But I think that if you notice, a lot of people in the community are venturing off to other games right now, which is probably good. You know, we kind of branch off into other things that aren't a bad thing either. Except I think that there's some type of algorithm with YouTube, and certain channels want to stick to just certain things. You know, whether that be, if it's going to be all Arcade 1UP, that's all they want to talk about. That's all they want to do on their channel. And I agree with that. You probably need to, for algorithm reasons, do that. But as long as I stick with retro gaming, you know, primarily Arcade 1UP, and I sprinkle in a little, you know, modern gaming and some, you know, modern gaming live streams, should be fine. Long as your majority of your content is of one subject matter, I think is all that matters. Here's that part again. There we go. So let's see where we're at here. We're at 49 minutes, so we're going. We're going strong. Probably keep it going. It's 11. I'll probably keep it going till like 12 tonight. I noticed, I was telling you guys, Peyton Plays, that's who I watched a lot, who do these live stream gameplay videos like this. And if you go and watch any of his are like 2-3 hours long, every time. And so there's nothing wrong with doing a long live stream. I'm here at 50 minutes now. Shoot, if I do another hour and do, you know, almost 2 hours on my first one, that would be pretty cool. So I'm going to keep it going. and it's late, so I doubt that many people are going to join this late. And that's good though, because it's my first one, and we'll just leave it to the people out there that really want to be here, and we'll have fun on the very first live stream on BiggggyD's Arcade. There we go. So it keeps saying I'm failing these stages, and it's saying here get rings and reach the goal. So to clear it, I need 70, and it looks like I only had like 10. Okay, so that's my issue there. So I'm clearing the stages. I'm just not getting the amount of rings required. So let's get those rings. See, and if I would have listened to what she was saying, or that little robot, I would have already had that. See, those guys, they're robots, but they look like Dr. Robotnik. So, sorry guys, just doing a little adjustment here on my mic, and just trying to find the best height that works for me being able to play with this controller and get the best sound for you guys to hear me. So, appreciate you guys sticking it in the stream and watching and tuning in this evening, for anyone who's watching. But at least I know now where I'm going on this stage and what I'm doing, so it shouldn't take long. We'll get on to the next one. But if you guys are watching, comment in the live chat, and I will respond and we can interact together. So don't be afraid to chat in the live chat, guys. Diego, it was good to see you tonight. Happy Halloween to you as well. So Halloween is tomorrow, and I was thinking of trying to find potentially an arcade in the area that is open tomorrow night, and doing a, maybe they're doing like a costume contest, and I've done some pretty unique costumes in the past that I still have, so I probably will pick one of those, and maybe get some content for the channel at that event tomorrow night if I go. There's one arcade that I went to here just last weekend in Mesa called Starfighters Arcade, and it is one of like the best arcades in the entire area. Best pinball you can find in the entire city, and these I guess I only had 75 rings. I needed 80. But this Starfighters Arcade, it's only open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to go to that on Halloween, to that arcade. I'll have to find another one. So I'll have to do some research tomorrow to find out which ones are open tomorrow and which ones might be doing some type of Halloween get-together. And another thing I'm going to be doing probably in the future, with not only traveling to the arcades and getting content at those arcades, is I need to create a card or some type of marketing material that I can hand out at those events to advertise my channel. Because if I used to watch Cool Toy a lot, like I had mentioned earlier. He, I think, goes to like Comic-Cons and gaming conventions and hands out, I believe, business cards with his channel. And I do my own graphic design, so I can create my own cards. And then that way I can, naturally grow my channel just, through, talking to people face to face and handing them my card and saying, hey, come check me out. I have so much trouble with this part, guys. Every time I've done it, and if you guys played Sonic games back in the day, I think they always did this. They had like just weird parts of stages that were difficult to get through. And I've done this a few times already. You'd think I would have mastered it by now. Come on. So that's not working. That's what it is. I gotta come through the cloud and up. So if you guys are watching and we have to do that again, you guys tell me. But see, this is what I gotta pay attention to, okay? There's 11 rings, right? I only have 11 rings. I have to have 80 to complete the stage. So it doesn't matter how fast I do it. It doesn't matter, any of those things. If I don't get the rings, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to focus on that. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong here, guys. Got 5 rings of 80. So let's figure this one out. Change the enemy into rings with the Y button. Okay. So I can actually turn an enemy into a ring to gain the rings I need to complete the stage. Okay. There we go. See how I turn them into rings? There we go, baby. Just got to listen. So if you guys ever do live stream gaming, you probably understand the first few times you do it, you have to get used to not only interacting with potentially someone in the chat, but also you're keeping up with the people in the chat and communicating with them and keeping the live stream going, but also playing the game and listening to what's going on in the actual game itself and making sure you're doing that. So it's quite interesting. I think to do YouTube, you definitely have to be a multitasker. No doubt about that. Because you have to multitask in various ways. Let's put it that way. But it is fun. I do enjoy the channel. I enjoy making the content. I'm like with this is really cool because you can make content and have fun with your audience and your subscribers. When you do the pre-recorded videos, it's cool because you get the information across that you want. That's always valuable, the information, right? But also you want to have fun. And that's what these gameplay videos are all about. And these live streams are having fun with everyone out there and sharing that together. So I know when I watch other channels out there, I enjoy y'all's live streams as well. If anyone's out there is watching or watching a replay on it, it's always good. It's always fun to relax and just have some fun. So I got to remember the Y button. Y. Y on all the enemies, guys. There we go. See that, guys? I gained 6 rings just now by pressing Y. So it's actually very simple if you just pay attention to what the lady is telling you, or the robot lady is telling you. So some really exciting news that I saw this week, or coming up here very soon in the console front, the console world, is God of War Ragnarok is coming out next week. The game is going to be a mind blower, I hear, just graphically and everything that's going to be going on in that game. So we'll see how finances look going into next week, but hopefully I have the money to just buy that game outright, and we can do some live streams of it. I don't really probably want to do too much gameplay of Modern Warfare 2 because I think it's a little oversaturated already. I've saw a lot of YouTube videos out there of people playing that game. So, I mean, I'm sure it's going to be that way with God of War as well, but with the holiday season around the corner, there's even more games coming too. You have, of course, God of War, and then there is the one that I've really had my eye on in the console is the new Grand Theft Auto. So I know they've been lip tight, not talking about it at all, and there's actually been to the point where like employees will get prosecuted and lose their jobs and all that over just any types of leaks whatsoever. But my belief is that Grand Theft Auto 6 is right around the corner, and I think they released the Grand Theft Auto 5 in November, if I remember right. Originally, it was like November 2013, I think it was, which was 9 years ago. So maybe they go 10 years, but maybe they do it this year. We'll see. But wouldn't that be something? Like next month they announce Grand Theft Auto 6. But my thought too is they probably need to at least lead up to it. Maybe next month they announce it and then it comes out next year in November. Like it comes out November 2023, 10 years after. That would probably make the most amount of sense. So I'm killing these enemies, right, guys? But I'm not pressing Y. That's my issue. I'm killing them the old-fashioned way, and I need to kill them the way the robot just said, and that is with a Y. So I'm not going to have enough rings. Great. Let's see if I can make it happen somehow, now that I've realized my mistakes. So I'm at 38 and 48, and then I'm pressing Y. I'm going to be really close, 63. So I think I'll get it this time. But really haven't had much going on in the chat, so I honestly don't know if many people actually have joined at this point. So if you guys are just now joining, you haven't missed a ton. I've kind of mastered, I think, what I need to do to complete this stage now. I got 63 of the 80 coins that I required to complete the stage. And I've realized now what I've been doing wrong. I've been killing the enemies, not doing the Y button to get the rings that I need to beat the level. So you guys, if you're just now joining, should see me complete it here immediately. And then I'm going to go after extra rings. I mean, this isn't a hard level, guys. And I keep looking at the chat as if there's going to be like a bunch going on for me to respond to. And I'm getting into the habit of that, but really there's not a whole lot going on there. So I'm just going to game. But, you know, this title as well it's not that intensive, of course, on the CPU at all. My thought is, like, if I start playing the other games I have in my Steam library that are, you know, hardcore, you know, titles, you know, graphically, like, are those going to run well while I'm doing these live streams? So if you guys rewatch this or you're watching now, let me know. If the title becomes more difficult to run on the computer, is that going to hurt the live stream? Like, if I can run it well on my computer, not live streaming, right? Is it not going to run well live streaming, or will it automatically, if it runs well not live stream, run well live stream? So hopefully that made sense. I guess I'll have to find out, because this game, like I mentioned, is like a PS3, Xbox 360 level game. So it's probably not using much of my computer. You know what I'm saying? Even with the live stream going right now. Like right now, if I look at my computer, it says I'm using 37 to 48% of my CPU. And I'm getting 60 frames per second. Solid. And I have a Ryzen 5. And that's me playing the game on the computer and doing the live stream all at the same time through the computer. So that's pretty good. Like right now, I'm topping out at 52% right now. So that's pretty good. But then if I go to like a harder game, like I go to one of my more modern games and try to play those, you know, am I going to be able to stream those? Probably not. That's going to be my answer. But I'll still try them. But yeah, I've got a pretty big Steam library of games, actually. So if I was to get the Steam Deck and be like endless one up, I would have a lot of games to play, because I've been collecting games through Steam for a long time. And but some good ones that will be good for this is I have this Sega Genesis Classics game, and that'll be a good one to run in here. And then once I get my capture card, of course, my Sega Genesis Mini. Forgot to mention, I have a Sega Genesis Mini. So here we go. I'm just gonna keep going on this stage until I beat it, and hopefully I complete it before this live stream ends. Which I'm still going for another 30 minutes, so hopefully I'll beat it before then. I feel like I get into the talking and I forget that the game's going on. So for any YouTuber live streamers out there, you guys are definitely talented to be able to do these long live streams, playing and commenting and keeping up with all that at the same time. But I'm remembering here, see, I've got 85 rings, right? Out of the 80, so I'm solid there. And I've beaten this stage multiple times now. So this should be it. We should be able to move on. We should be able to move on to another stage. So I don't know about you guys where all y'all live around the country, but where I live here in Arizona, it's actually still pretty warm. Like I'll wake up in the morning and it'll be a little bit chilly out, but then by the end of the day, it's like 80 degrees again. So what is going on? So we got 34 rings out of 80, but just earlier, didn't I mention that we had plenty of rings? Maybe there's a certain amount of enemies that have to become rings in order to fit. It's not just the rings. So I've gotten pretty good at beating the stage now. So it shouldn't take long to do that. You know that background? It kind of looks like if you guys watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that thing they used to roll around in, that little globe thing. That's what that looks like in the background. But like Shredder and whatever that brain looking dude is with the robot. Okay guys, alright. It's been a while since I've played Sonic. And you know, I've been doing this live stream trying to figure all this out. So every time I get hit, I lose my rings. So that's why I haven't been able to beat this stage, of course. Hey, what's up, Soxcade? How's it going, buddy? Good to see you in the live chat. So I'm doing my first live stream tonight. And I'm just doing a Steam game here, doing some Sonic Generations. And I haven't played Sonic in forever, so I'm still trying to remember, you know, everything about this game. So you got to have 80 rings to beat it, and I'm at 14. But and I'll get my 80, but then I get hit by one of those laser guns. I lose my rings, so I've beaten the stage probably 10 times, but I didn't have enough rings at the end. Oh, I'm doing good, man. Dallas Cowboys won today, Dallas Mavericks won today. So I'm doing really good. And I got my PS5. Played some Call of Duty today. And got a capture card coming this week. So I'm going to be doing some more gameplay on that PS5 here soon. Alright, so here we are. So I've got 29 rings, 30 rings. I gotta have 80. So I'm gonna go backwards if it'll let me. It's gotta let me go backwards. It didn't. Yeah, that capture card's pretty cool. I got a PNY and supposedly it'll pretty good one. I'd watched P-Dub's recent video of him using his PS4 to play that golf game. I was like, I gotta get into doing that. So I've got to kill these guys, make sure they don't hit me, but also turn them into rings. So I'm going to do that quickly, just like that. Basically, it's just like a magic button that turns them into rings. See? So I'll just do that instantly every time I see somebody and should be able to get through this. How's the sound, Soxcade? Like, are you able to hear the game okay? And do I sound alright? Because I started the live stream earlier today, a few hours ago. I was just kind of testing things. And then I was like, well, you know what? I'll just go ahead and go live. And that was about an hour and a half ago. So I'm still trying to figure out the audio because of course I'll be able to rewatch all this later and see how I sound. Oh, good. So I got that all figured out. I'm using OBS. Dang it. I get really far in the stage and then they shoot me. I lose all my rings and then I'm at the end of the stage. I don't have enough rings. Maybe I'll get enough right here if I just hit Y real early. It's not letting me do the magic on him though. I'm just going to give up on this stage. I'm going to try a different one altogether. Just so we can get a little bit of variety here towards the end. Said I was going to go till 12, so another 30 minutes. Yep, just enough game sound and voice, just loud enough to not dominate the stream. Good. Very good. Whoever finishes first wins. So it's going to make me stay on this platform. Okay, I see. If anyone's in the live chat and you know that character's name, let me know. Because, you know, I know Sonic, I know Knuckles, Tails, of course. But I don't know her name. I don't know all the Sonic characters. Like, I didn't watch the cartoons or anything. Alright, so I gotta have... So that... She can fly. I have to have this to go. I think it is. Yeah, so I have to have this. And then now I gotta figure out where... Why won't it let me go anywhere? Amy? Is that it? Okay. It probably is. I'll have to look it up later and see. I know they have like a whole line of characters in Sonic. Like they have a whole universe of characters. So I'm doing something wrong. This one works a little differently than that other one did. There it goes. Come on. That is weird. Amy, I don't know. Here we go. Moving up now. This is a weird stage. Like, why isn't it not going up there? So I can get a little bit of speed and then I can start moving. But it doesn't really have much control. Like I can't really go where I need to go. I guess that's the point. This kind of takes me wherever it takes me. I'm not a fan of that stage. I don't know about you guys. I'm going to try a different one. So that's a fun thing about this game is you can actually just kind of roam around and do whatever you want. If you're not a fan of one, just find another. And they're all really different stages too. They all offer like really different things. And see, some of it's all like blanked out like that because I haven't completed it yet. Collection room. Information pod. Of course, this is where I started, Green Hills. And then this is where I end. So this is what I was playing earlier, the pinball Sockscade. It's pretty fun. Try this stage here, Sky Sanctuary, and go for it. So it's 11:39 here. Where are you guys at? Like Soxcade, where do you live? You're in Chicago? This is a pretty cool stage right here. I like these hype-paced stages that just kind of bring you back to the original Sonic games. When it starts getting into the RPG stuff, and I don't know, like that last stage just was like not fun. Like if I play like a Mario game, there's never a bad stage, right? With this one, like you run into one of those awkward stages. That's probably why the Sonic games fell off a little bit over the last, 10 years. The games just aren't on par with, Mario games. They're still really good games. There we go, beat that one. So moving along here. All right. Let's see who this is. Metal Sonic. Face me if you wish to have the Chaos Emerald. All right, let's give it a shot. I like this part. This is pretty cool.
Metal Sonic is vulnerable after he attacks. Use spin jump to counterattack.
All right. I just hit Metal Sonic.
Stay back and don't touch him when his electric fuses up.
Got him again. Haha.
He's snapping off streetlights to throw at you. Watch the shadows to avoid them.
Ah. Now this right here gives you the feel of Sonic. Like this is how the whole game should be. This is a cool stage right here. Ah, you got me. Okay, back. Did I miss anything? Making a midnight or a 1:45 a.m. snack? Yeah, so here it's 11:45. Are you in Chicago, like the Illinois area? Alright, so I'm going to figure out how to beat this guy here. I was able to hit him a couple of times that last life. There we go, got him again. So I really just got to jump whenever he's doing that attack. Oh, he got me. But he's smoking, so that's good. I think if I could hit him a couple more times, he may. Oh, Nebraska, that's right. Yeah. So it's central there. Yeah, I was saying earlier in the live stream, I work during the week, but I don't start till 10, so I normally stay up pretty late, like 12 or 1. I've gotten pretty far here. As long as I don't let him kill me there. I got him. Yeah, this is a pretty cool stage, guys. This really gives you the feel of like a true Sonic game. And then there's going to be a point he's going to attack me. There we go. I got to find a way to hit him when he does that, though. Not just dodge him. So I'm able to easily dodge that, but I'm not able to strike him at that same point. So maybe I need to jump backwards. And that'll get him. So I'm going to try that here in just a second. Ah, he hit me. And I got 0 rings, so this will do it unless I can get out of the way and get some more rings. I think there's some rings up here coming up. Ah, dang it. He got me. Alright, I'm going to give it, let's see, 1147. Probably give it like 1 or 2 more tries here. Hopefully I can get him. There we go. Guess you just have to be more aggressive with your striking. There we go. Now this is the part that I've been having trouble with, so we'll see if we can get him. Maybe I need to get him at this point rather than wait. Or maybe I just need to outrun him on this part. Like there is no beating him. Yeah, I thought I had him too. It's right here. So when I jump, it doesn't really do anything. It just slows me down and then he kills me. So I can't jump. I guess what the point is you just need to keep your speed and stay far enough ahead of him he doesn't hurt you. And then you get a chance to attack him again later on. All right, we're gonna start over. Okay, so I think I need to do his dash. I think the dash has something to do with it. Whenever he does the strike, I have to do my dash. Oh, dang. He got me. But at least I think I know now how to beat him. There we go. Got 2 clean strikes on him. So I just hit myself with that. There we go. 3 strikes. So that's when he starts this form. Ah, so that didn't do any good. He's still able to hurt me even in that dash. So when he's smoking is my chance to hit him. That's my opportunity. So like right now. Yep. Okay, and then he's going to do this. And I just need to sprint ahead of him when he does that. And then he's smoking. I think I may have got him. I'm on my gaming computer, just playing Steam. But this did come on PS3 and Xbox 360. So you can play it on there too, I think. There we go. That's a good way to wrap up the 2-hour live stream, guys. So this was my first one, and I got that one under my belt. And got an A ranking to finish it off. Perfect, clear, so good. But appreciate everyone who's joined this evening. Sockscade, thanks for showing up. Appreciate it. And Diego earlier, I appreciate you checking in with us. And I hope everyone has a good rest of the evening and good rest, early this upcoming week. And I will be doing a new video probably, mid this week. I think I get my capture card on Wednesday or Thursday. So I'll probably be doing more often, checking in and doing content, things like this. So appreciate you guys. I will see you guys in the next video.